Most nights after work, I head straight out to check on the garden. On this particular night, I had a lot of cherry tomatoes to harvest. We had just gotten a lot of rain, and a lot of the tomatoes had begun to crack. I decided to harvest as many as possible as to keep the critters and the bugs at bay, because they too are enticed by the many flavors of the garden. The zinnia flowers this year have been abundant. I am always in awe how one seed can produce so many more. Just 4 little seeds this year gave me countless flowers for the kitchen bouquet. At the beginning of every garden season, a gardener only hopes to have a bountiful harvest. And as I kept harvesting so many tomatoes, I wondered, what good is a bountiful harvest if we don't know what to do with them? With so many large bowls of fruits coming out of the garden these past few weeks, and many more to come, I am filled with gratitude that I get to share this with my friends and family. For dinner last week, I made a classic yet simple tomato sandwich using one of my Cherokee purple tomatoes. Along with a tomato, all you need is toast, some mayo, a little or a lot, and a good flaky salt. It was delicious, if I do say so myself. I was very excited for this particular meal because all of the sides included things from my garden: pickled cucumber and fresh strawberries. With the summer garden coming to an end, I've been preparing for the fall garden behind the scenes. The Brussels sprouts I started aren't doing too well, so I decided to take a trip to my local plant nursery to see if they had anything in. Lucky for me, they had just brought in a whole shipment of cold weather crops, and they had exactly what I was looking for. Although the lettuce seeds I had planted a week ago had started to sprout, I couldn't resist snagging a few trays to take home. Gotta have variety, right? After, we made a quick stop at Half Price Books to see what they had. I purchased a book called Medicine of the Earth, where they have recipes and remedies for common herbs that can be found outside. They list the healing properties of each plant and the things that you can create with them, like teas and tinctures and salves. I find myself collecting books of this nature so that when the cold winter months are ahead, I have something to study when I no longer have a garden to care for. But that's enough about the winter. Let's come back to the present. Many people think that a garden is from spring to summer only. But fall, too, holds a special place in the garden. This year marks the first time I am attempting to keep plants alive till the first frost. Although I'm sad to be removing perfectly healthy zinnias from the garden that have done me so well, I can't help but to look forward towards new harvests and growing something new for the first time. Many crops, like leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and some root crops, actually enjoy the cooler weather. Here, I am planting Brussels sprouts where my zinnias once were. Last week, I planted carrots and radishes. I'll have to wait to see if they'll take. And now, amongst the lettuce sprouts that I started last week, I'm going to plant the leafy greens I got from the nursery. My hopes is that this little empty space will turn into a luscious patch of salad greens in just a month's time. And now for a little magic. just like that, the fall garden is officially in full swing. Thanks for spending some time with me today.